Tell me, what would you do if a married woman looked into your eyes and whispered, "My husband doesn't understand me"? Would you walk away, or would you step into a story that could change both of your lives forever? Her eyes were full of secrets, her smile carefully painted to hide her pain. And I never thought one sentence could pull me into a love so deep, yet so dangerous. It was an ordinary rainy evening. I sat in a quiet cafe, scrolling through my phone. That's when I noticed her. She wasn't just drinking coffee. She was staring into it like it held answers to questions no one asked her. Her phone lit up several times, but she didn't smile. No message, no call, just silence. I couldn't help myself. I asked softly, "Are you okay?" Waiting for someone. She looked at me for a long second, and then whispered words I'll never forget. "I'm married, but my husband doesn't understand me." That single line was the spark. And sometimes, a spark is enough to set a whole forest on fire. The next time I saw her, she sat at the same cafe, alone. Same table, same silence. I asked back again. She smiled faintly. "This place feels quieter than my own home." Her words cut through me. Home wasn't supposed to feel like that. Slowly, our talks grew. At first it was small things: coffee, books, weather. But soon, the walls she had built for years began to crack. She told me how her husband barely noticed her anymore, how dinners felt like sitting with a stranger, how birthdays, anniversaries, and little moments passed like they didn't exist. And then she said something that made my heart sink. "Do you know what it feels like? To sleep beside someone every night and still feel completely alone?" I had no answer, because I could see the pain in her eyes, and I knew it was real. Days turned into weeks. Our conversations grew longer, deeper. She laughed at my jokes, sometimes so freely that it felt like she had been holding her laughter prisoner for years. She cried quietly when memories broke her apart, and every tear felt like a secret I wasn't supposed to see. But I couldn't ignore the truth. I was becoming the person she trusted, the person she wanted to talk to, the person she felt alive with. And then, my own heart betrayed me. I started waiting for her too, for her voice, for her smile, for her presence. But I kept asking myself, was I really helping her? Or was I stepping into something that could ruin us both? One night, the cafe was almost empty. She sat across from me, silent, her hands shaking slightly. Finally, she looked up, eyes shining with tears she couldn't hold back, and whispered, "When I'm with you, I feel seen. I feel alive. I feel loved." She reached for my hand, holding it like it was the only safe place she had left in the world. And then she said the words that froze my breath. "I can't keep living like this. I have to choose. And I choose you." My heart raced. My mind screamed. Because love, at the wrong time, feels less like a blessing and more like fire. It warms you, but it burns everything in its path. That night, I couldn't sleep. Her words kept echoing. "I choose you." But what did that really mean? Did it mean breaking her vows? Did it mean destroying a marriage? Or did it mean saving her from a life of loneliness? Tell me, when someone chooses you over their marriage, are you their savior? Or are you their greatest mistake? When love arrives at the wrong time, do you embrace it or let it go? In the days that followed, nothing felt the same. She smiled more. She laughed more. But every time she looked at me, I also saw something else. Guilt. Her husband had no idea. To him, life was normal. But to her, life had already changed forever. And me, I was caught between two truths. The truth of my heart that wanted her, and the truth of reality that reminded me love built on broken foundations always comes with a price. Even now, I ask myself, did I do the right thing by letting her in? Or did I take something from her that could never be replaced? The hardest question in love isn't, do you love me? It's, are you ready to pay the price for that love? Because sometimes, love doesn't just change your story, it rewrites it forever.